It's been 18 years since either of these programs were in the Long Island Championship game. And back in 1999, it was Garden City and Hauppauge. And today, in 2017, we have Garden City and Hauppauge. And it's next for the Long Island Championship. Hi again, everyone. Welcome to Mitchell Field Athletic Complex in Nassau County for the home of the Boys Long Island Championships in soccer. And today, Class A, it's Garden City and Hauppauge. Hauppauge out of Suffolk County, Garden City out of Nassau. Garden City coming off a 2-0 victory over MacArthur in the Nassau County Championship game. And when you look at these two teams, they do it a little bit different stylistically. Hauppauge beating Amityville in a 2-1 game. Garden City, they've had 4 consecutive clean sheets throughout the playoffs. Hauppauge has scored 8 goals through just 3 games in the Suffolk County Championships. And Garden City, with that scoreless streak that they've got going on, in goal for them, Joe Griffin, the sophomore, has led the way. 7 saves in the title game against MacArthur. He had a huge effort in the quarterfinals against Belmore JFK, where he not only stopped a couple shots in the penalty kicks, but scored the eventual game winner in penalty kicks as well. And as we talked about, Hauppauge with the 8 goals through the postseason, they're led offensively by the junior Sean Coles, 18 goals a year ago. He was the League 4 Player of the Year last year, will likely be the League 5 Player of the Year this year. An all-state performer on the 6th team a year ago, and he's getting collegiate looks from St. John's and Stony Brook, and he leads the way for them. So it's the Long Island Championship Class A game between Hauppauge and Garden City coming up next.
Don't miss a second of the action. Tune into News 12 Varsity weeknights at 7 p.m. for the new All-Star lineup. Catch recaps, commentary, rankings, and more from all the experts on high school sports across the tri-state area. Weeknights at 7 p.m. on air on Channel 614, online at news12varsity.com, or on the go with the News 12 Varsity app, only on Optimum.
Welcome back to the Mitchell Athletic Complex in Nassau County. Across the street from Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Matt Shortis, Tom Schnorrs, and Laura Amato back with you as we get ready to begin the Long Island Class A Championship game. The Hauppauge Eagles from Suffolk County at 16-1-0 overall in the season, since they're from Suffolk and we're playing in Nassau. They will be the road team on the scoreboard. They're coached by Jamie Edson in his 13th season, and he's assisted by Jessica Sheehan in her 4th season out of Loyola College. They will start a 4-4-2 alignment. Levenberg in goal, Costello, Baller, and Tursolino in the back, along with Contreras. The midfield, the holding mids are Grippo and Borgashewitz. Grosso and Siegel outside. Pazzo and Coles up top. Garden City Trojans come in at 12-2-5 overall, off the 2-0 victory over MacArthur in the Nassau County Championship game, coached by Paul Cutter in his 5th season as head coach, 11th year overall with the program. And they also will go with a 4-4-2 alignment. Griffin in goal. He's been phenomenal in these postseasons. Senator, Scahill, Castoro, and Hessler, your back line across. Connolly and Bernieri in the midfield. Whelan and Basile, the attacking mids. Heaney and Trablusi up top. So we talked about it in our open for this Garden City team. 4 consecutive clean sheets throughout this postseason, starting with Floral Park. They were the 6th seed in Nassau County. So they played 1 extra game than Hauppauge did, who had a bye in the opening round. Floral Park 6-0, Belmore JFK they beat in PKs. Island Trees 2-0, and MacArthur 2-0. For Hauppauge, it was a 4-2 win over Wyandanch in their first round game. 2-1 over Kings Park. That took an Antonio Quinn game-winning goal with 18.5 seconds left in the semifinals. And then a 2-1 victory over the 2-time defending Long Island champs in the Suffolk County final in Amityville. Pretty dreary day out today, but it's fairly warm. Definitely overcast. It's been some rain throughout the day. Our head referee today is Kenny Heller. Stephen Huntsman and Patricia Thelwell are the assistant referees. So Garden City being the Nassau County representative, they wear the home white kits and Hauppauge in the road blues. Garden City attacking to the south goal to begin this game, and that is the goal off to our right. Garden City will look to control things in the midfield, play a lot of possessive soccer. Hauppauge likes to push the tempo a little bit more. Knocked down by Nick Pozo, pardon me. Near side it comes for Luke Connolly. Luke Connolly, a third-year varsity member for Garden City. Penetrates, creates quite a bit. Likes to see a lot of the ball. Here's Scahill to the near side, played up near midfield, ahead for Castoro. Castoro, a touch pass left side for Whelan, but it goes out of bounds. Owen Whelan's goal against MacArthur in the Nassau County Championship game was a clinical finish. Faked off a defender, got them going the wrong way, shot it from the top of the 18 and hit the upper 90. Ball played back for Griffin. And almost a miscue by Garden City. That could have resulted in a corner kick. Instead, the Trojans continue to pressure forward. Taken away, though, by Coles. Sean Coles, likely League 5 Player of the Year. Here's Grosso, a senior, knocked off the ball by Scahill. And the playing surface a little slick with the rain we had this morning. Josh Siegel way out on the track surrounding the playing surface here at Mitchell Field to throw that ball in. There's Whelan, and it's played all the way back to Baller. Gets through. Garden City trying to attack, knocked away by Costello. When you look at the brackets that these two teams came from, Suffolk County really went chalk for the most part. It was Amityville and Hauppauge, the top two seeds in the Section 11 final. The semifinalists were the top 4 seeds, so everything went according to chalk in Suffolk County. When you slide it over to Nassau County, as has been the case in recent years, everything is thrown out of whack pretty early on, and things tend to be topsy-turvy. Wantagh, the 9 seed, knocked off top-seeded Jericho earlier. MacArthur, the 5 seed, over the 4 seed Lawrence in the quarterfinals. It was Garden City, who was the 6 seed. They faced off Belmore JFK, who was the 14 seed, in their quarterfinal matchup. So it was the 5 and the 6 seed, Garden City and MacArthur for Nassau County, and the crown earlier this week. That will be a throw-in for Garden City. We've played 3.5 minutes so far in the opening half, in a scoreless contest so far. Neither team has registered a shot as of yet. Touch to Basile. Takeaway for Wheeland, but might have got a hand on it. Yes, that is the case. Tyler Grippo will take the restart. Wearing the gloves today because it is a little on the cool side. Here's Grippo bending one into the box right at the top of the 6-yard area. Griffin takes it down. No easy task there as Nick Pozo was breathing down his neck. Griffin read that ball perfectly and was in exactly the right place. He's not afraid to come off his line. Not unusual to see him well outside of the 6 in the 18-yard box. Garden City lost in PKs a couple of years ago to end their playoff run. And Joe Griffin is the one that won it in PKs for them a couple of games ago against Belmore JFK. He had 2 saves out of the 5, and in the 5th frame, he scored the goal that was the game winner. Hard challenge, advantage given to Hauppauge, so play continues. Through ball broken up by Basile. Here's Luke Connolly to the near side. Basile unable to keep it to his feet, and then it goes out of bounds. James Basile, 2nd year on this Garden City varsity club. His older brother, JP, plays lacrosse at Duke. Here's Senator. Now Connolly, pardon me. Back it comes for Senator. He's trying to cross. Switch of fields for Garden City as it's played back toward the midfield for Castoro, the sophomore. Scahill chips it forward. Challenge near the football 25-yard line. Hauppauge got it out for a moment. And guys going aggressive on their tackles. Garden City player down near midfield. And now we'll have a whistle. Trying to see who that is. It looks like Joe Bernieri. Bernieri, a guy for Garden City that came out of nowhere last year as a freshman, made the varsity. Calms things down in the midfield. He's got a goal and 3 assists so far in the season. And he's off on his own power. The way he went down, I thought he might have gotten knocked below the belt. And the way he's walking around now, at least body language-wise, would kind of confirm that to me. Griffin, the sophomore, won the job in the fall, late summer, against the senior Kevin McNiff, who saw a good amount of time last year. Trabolsi. We're in the 8th minute of the Long Island Championship game between Garden City and Hauppauge. Scoreless so far. Play down to Bogashewicz. He tries to go across the field for Grasso. Grasso, a hard challenge. Play continues. Both teams in the early going not taking anything for granted. Settled down by Basile. Basile trying to send it forward. It's back kicked by Tersolino. And they switch fields to the near side for Siegel. Here's Baller with a drive broken up by Connolly. And then Connolly lost it out of bounds. So we've seen aggressive and hard challenges so far. A little pushing and shoving in the upper body as well. Here's a through ball. Connolly. Again, he is not somebody who sits back and waits for the play to come to him. He's going to go out and be aggressive and mitigate any damage that he can control. With the weather as it is, lights are on here at Mitchell Field. Ball sent over the top. Connolly actually has to backtrack for this one. And there it recovers. First of 2 games in the Long Island Championships. On News 12 Varsity, this game followed by the AA between Uniondale and Half Hollow Hills West, 2 teams that have had some cardiac finishes in these playoff runs. Here's Coles, well defended by senior Luke Connolly. So thrown by Siegel, tries to dry out the ball with the bottom side of his jersey. Antonio Quinn will come in the place of Nick Pozo. Those 2 guys split time, a header by Garden City, and that will just be a throw-in. Antonio Quinn in the quarterfinals had the game-winning goal against King Park with 18.5 seconds left. And sometimes when you go on runs like this, those are the kind of things you need to get there, right? Garden City's had their share. Pretty much any team that's going to be alive at this point of the year, you could point to something like that. Ryan Maeda will come in, as will Kevin Sambuco for Grosso and Siegel. Sambuco's had himself an excellent postseason. 3 goals and an assist on the year. He's got 2 of those goals coming in the playoffs. Corner kick for Grippo, headed away by Garden City. Hard chase. Sent back over the top. It's a win for Senator. Garden City trying to counter now. Good movement by Wieland. Wieland by another defender. Closing speed, though. Nice job by Grippo to catch up to him. Boy, Wieland had the initial move. And again, we talked about this turf being slick. Grippo fell down. But he showed you the speed he's got. He was able to close out that gap in the distance very quickly. Good possessive soccer right now for Garden City. We got a whistle and a free kick coming up for the Trojans. TJ Schmidt was fouled. This is Wieland putting it on. Wieland towards the back post. Bends a little too much. Bernieri returns for Garden City. We're in the 14th minute of a scoreless first half. That was the first shot registered by the Trojans. In fact, the first few minutes of this game, possession-wise, have been all Hauppauge. Here's Grippo with a run to the left side. Again, a challenge from behind by Connolly. And Grippo wanted to know why there was no foul. But he eventually did get a call. Tyler Grippo, an all-county performer last year. Grippo bends this one towards the box. Punched out of the air by Griffin. And then saved by the Garden City defense as it heads out of bounds. Sambuco deep throwing. Headed up again. Hauppauge with a chance. Knocked down initially by Senator. Challenge and a win by Wieland to get it away for the moment. Wieland, another win. Drive towards the top of the 18, headed away by Garden City. Battle for this one with Connolly winning. And they'll send it back to Joe Griffin. Good takeaway by Scahill. Griffin hasn't had to make a save today, but that doesn't mean he's not been very active. Hauppauge has been in the Garden City area quite a bit today. That's out of bounds. Throw in for Hauppauge. Timmy Grosso returns for the Eagles. Connolly getting in the air and winning the ball. Hard challenge. Foul against Hauppauge. Very wide playing surface here at Mitchell Field. A lot of ground to cover. And Garden City likes to play through the outsides. But so far, Hauppauge has been winning some of those outside battles. Takeaway for Coles. Sean Coles, Jamie Edson says he's got the highest motor of any kid I've ever coached. Coming in for Garden City is Andrew Luglio. Hauppauge winning their 4th straight league title this year. Dropping down from League 4 and a AA classification where they've been the last couple of years. Hessler throwing in. He was looking for Connolly. Bounces outside of him. Hauppauge will push this one forward for Coles. Coles, excellent touch down the left side. Here's Quinn. Quinn caught up to by Luglio. And then Garden City is able to take care of business. Wieland lost it on a bit of a careless pass, then knocked away by Garden City off of Quinn. Pozo returns for Hauppauge. We approach the midway point of the first half. Scoreless contest so far. Siegel to throw in. Kicked out of trouble by Connolly. Look at the tenacity by Garden City's Trablusi. Sophomore Ethan Senator will throw in. Knocked away for the moment. Still alive. Griffin in some trouble. Knocked down. A player for Hauppauge knocked down, but no call. Knocked away by Senator. So Senator getting back quickly after Griffin was taken out of the play. And it stays a scoreless contest. And Joe Griffin, after that, seems a little shaken up. Most dangerous opportunity for either team so far in this contest. Hauppauge recovers. Here's Pozo with it. Connolly. So a little giveaway resulted in a bona fide chance for Garden City. Senator was told to back it up a little bit prior to the throw-in. Good touch by Trabulsi. Back to the feet of Pozo for Hauppauge. Bogashowitz. Bouncing ball. Garden City's Luglio was giving chase. Goes out of bounds, last touch by Jeremy Contreras. Contreras, a captain this year, was an all-conference standout last year in his first year starting. Basile returns for the Trojans. And that should be a corner kick. Yes, it will. Garden City's first corner kick of the afternoon. Here comes Owen Heaney to send it in. Very good at serving in the crosses. 2 goals in the semifinals for Heaney. Left-footed strike. Headed up. No real trouble for Garden City. Hauppauge's Brett Bowler showing off some speed. Bowler sprinting all the way downfield. Challenged by Garden City. Ball won momentarily, but back to Coles. Coles switch of fields. He goes over to the right side for Grasso. Grasso sends it into the corner. And Garden City gets it out of trouble. Opportunity now for Bowler. Drive by Pozo, but well off target. Pozo had a goal in the semifinal win against Amityville. That was a 2-1 result. Both coaches using their substitutions liberally. Here's Griffin heading a ball out of trouble. Looked like Quinn might have inadvertently got a spikes into a Garden City shin guard. Scoreless first half of play in the 25th minute, make it 26th minute now. Whistle on a header. The foul going against the Trojans. Short sand for Hauppauge to Costello. Down the near sideline, win by Pozo. Pozo trying to shake free. His cross up to the top of the area for Coles. Coles knocked off the ball. Coles aggressively getting it back. Hauppauge continues to attack and apply pressure. Here's Grippo. Grippo between the defense, serves it to the left side, but wide. And there's Joe Griffin to recover it. This is Grippo. Again down the right sideline. JP Basile was challenged. Scahill wanting to know why that was going to result in a Hauppauge throw-in as opposed to a Garden City throw-in. But he didn't get much explanation. Quinn Sambuco returning for Hauppauge. Again, Kenny Heller, Steve Huntsman, and Patricia Thelwell are the referees today. Grippo flicked to the left side by Contreras, and that is going to be a goal kick. TJ Schmidt returning. Short goal kick by Griffin. Here's Wieland. Touch forward by Trabulsi. Make it Bernieri. Good challenge by Tersolino. Quinn with it for Hauppauge now. Castoro. Little misplay by Hauppauge, played back to Trabulsi. Garden City applying some pressure now. Crowley tries to switch field. His pass intercepted by Bogashewicz. Here's Quinn. And for Garden City, good sign that Bernieri returned. Connolly. Official might have gotten away with that. Not that the ball hit him, but he was directly in the way of the path of the ball. Just 3 total shots so far in this first half. Hauppauge 2-1, the advantage there. None of them have been on target. Near side for Coles. That'll be a Hauppauge throw in deep in Garden City territory. Kevin Sambuco will throw in here. Sambuco extremely focused, says Jess Sheehan. All the way through, knocked down for a moment by Griffin, and then he falls on it. Matt Bogashewicz was right there. I don't think he was fully expecting that to get all the way through. Nor was Griffin. High lofting ball will go out of bounds. This is Grippo. Left side for Schmidt. Schmidt ran out of room as he was taken off by Baller. Now Connolly. Head for Bernieri. Lugalo. Unable to generate an opportunity. Here's Coles. Look at the speed of Coles. Trying to catch up to this one. Coles continuing to persist. And that will go out of bounds to the goal line for a goal kick for Garden City. Gotta love the determination, the aggressiveness by Sean Coles. Sensing even the slightest opportunity and trying to see it to fruition. Out of bounds for Garden City. Throw in. No, I take it back. Be a Hauppauge throw in. I'll do it again. Garden City's Franco getting his first touch today. Trabulsi changing his pace. Trabulsi around one player and then sliding out for this was Levenberg. Two sophomore keepers, Ryan Levenberg, also in his first year as keeper for Hauppauge, starting. Did not play soccer last year, played in middle school and then came back to it this year. Near side touch for Luglio. Out of bounds to the Garden City bench. It's gotten quite a bit darker since the game began. Little bump, and that's going to draw a card. Griffin waited it for it to get back in the box. And that's a booking on Justin Rutley. And you saw as Rutley was given the card, Sean Coles looked at him with his hands up as if to say, "What are you doing?" So Quinn comes in for him. Rutley goes off for a moment. Headed back towards Griffin. Under 5 to play in the first half. Coles trying to get around a defender. He does. Coles wins that ball. Coles stops, tries to service it, but that'll be a corner kick coming up for Hauppauge. Good tenacity by the junior Sean Coles. And combined for 29 points this year, Tyler Grippo, who's got 10 assists because he can be effective in swinging here. Gets ready to do just that. Chips inside, batted around. An opportunity by Maeda, sent wide. Well, Griffin went up for it. Was not able to completely control it, and that left an opening. Coles winning it again. Coles sending it into the corner. Sent right into the chest of Griffin from Grosso. Griffin, normally so self-assured, he had to adjust on that, was caught a little in between. Hauppauge just continues to put on pressure in the last 6 minutes or so of this half. Here's a drive way up top and well off target. Ball going wide again. We're in the 38th minute. 0-0 game in the boys Class A Long Island Championship game between Garden City and Hauppauge. Last county title for Garden City was back in 1999. And who should they play in the Long Island Championship but these same Hauppauge Eagles? It was Hauppauge winning in that game to win their second Long Island Championship in 3 years at the time. Here's Garden City with some pressure. Left side they go for Schmidt. Schmidt's got the ball at his feet. He loads up on a bounce. It's fielded by Levenberg. Well, Levenberg had to move a whole lot laterally on that little exchange because the field switched. He had to move all the way to his right. And then it was a crossfield send in by Schmidt. And Levenberg went all the way back to his left. Looked like the goalie on a foosball table going back and forth. Ball slithers through to Griffin. Final minute of play in the first half. Punted to midfield. No clear possession yet. Good win by Castoro. And then he's unable to keep it in bounds. I'll take that back. It'll be a Garden City throw-in. Taking their time with this one with 15 seconds left. Garden City opts to let that go all the way to the sideline. Nobody's going to give chase with just 3 seconds remaining in the first half. And a hard-fought first half. Not a whole lot of opportunity for either team. Kind of expected that from the Garden City side. But Hauppauge controlled the possession. And a good bulk of the attack as well. So with 40 minutes in the book, we're tied scoreless in the boys Class A Long Island Championship game between Hauppauge and Garden City.
Altice through Optimum is dedicated to ensuring that accessible and affordable internet is within reach. It's our commitment to the community. The internet connects people to health services and provides important resources for kids in school. Economy Internet from Altice, brought to you by Optimum, connects our communities and provides lasting change for a better future. To learn if you qualify, visit geteconomyinternet.com. Terms and restrictions apply. Visit site for details.
Welcome back to Mitchell Athletic Complex as we begin the second half of the Long Island Championship Boys Class A division between Hauppauge and Garden City. And as you can see, we are scoreless as we begin the second stanza here. Hauppauge had some of the best chances, but the result the same for Garden City. Just 5 total shots between the two teams in half number 1. And that works just fine for Garden City. Hauppauge would like to open it up a little bit more in this second half. So Hauppauge, the road team. They are the Suffolk representative here in Nassau. They are with the Blues. They start with the ball to begin the second half. Garden City attacking to the north goal this time. Hauppauge to the south goal to our right. Connolly a touch forward looking for Basile, but sending it too far out of bounds. Again, first of 2 Long Island Championship games today for Mitchell Field. The second one will feature Uniondale, fresh off their first ever county title in program history, against Half Hollow Hills West, who was here in this game back in 2007. Garden City throw in to another sophomore, Bernieri. Good amount of youth on this Garden City club. When you look at Griffin, a sophomore, Bernieri, Ethan Senator, Owen Heaney, all class of 2020 for Garden City. Chance put towards goal. Levenberg is there. Big bounce, hard challenge, and we'll have a whistle and a foul as Ethan Senator, I thought he was the aggressor on that one, but the official does agree with me. He's the one who went down the hardest. Restart, ball into the area, gets by Griffin initially, a chance sent forward. Griffin can't control it, headed away, and eventually Garden City comes away with it. Boy, there have been a couple adventurous moments between Hauppauge and Garden City down there. Here on the counterattack, here come the Trojans. Trabolsi knocked off ball. Grippo sends it forward for Hauppauge. Griffin outside the 18, he kicks it forward to advance it for Garden City. That's twice now in this game that one of the field players has had to kind of back up Griffin. Otherwise, it could be 2-0 Hauppauge if not for them. The first time it was Senator. There was a handball, or at least it looked that way. And we're going to add a whistle. So chance for Garden City from about 22 yards out. Bernieri along with Owen Heaney stand near the ball. It is Heaney, left-footed kick, puts it in the back of the net, and Garden City leads 1-0. '45th minute off a free kick. Owen Heaney, who had 2 goals in the semifinal, adds his 3rd goal in 3 playoff games for Garden City. Card just issued to Owen Wieland of Garden City. And the Trojans, who have not had a ton of chances in this game, capitalize on one of the few they've gotten. Aggressively punching it away was Griffin. Coles trying to cross. Griffin coming out, snaring that out of the air. Couple players collide behind him. It was Billy Castoro for Garden City. I missed who the Hauppauge player was. But this is the recipe for Garden City, is it not? Now they have a lead. Defense has played fairly well. Connolly as his defender falls to the turf in Pozo. Well, Tom Schnarr's our producer. Reminded me that Hauppauge was down for a while in the Kings Park game in their semifinal. Flicked by Castoro. Knocked down by Grippo of Hauppauge. Turolino. And a big drive over the top. Griffin. He's out with it. Headed up by Grasso. And Griffin wins the ball. Here's Cole. Cole's with two men on him. Cole's gets by one defender, trying to tuck it inside the other one. And good defense by Hessler, sticking with him. Justin Hessler, two-year varsity player, junior, his freshman season, or what would have been his freshman year. He decided to play for an academy club. Came back to Garden City last year. Headed up and then a win for Garden City. Opportunity headed forward. And a good save by Baller. Otherwise that could have been 1v1 with the goalie. Throw in by Hessler. We're in the 49th minute. Garden City leading 1-0 off the goal 5 minutes ago. It's going to be a corner kick. Sean Coles knew it right away. He went and spotted the ball and then walked away. There's Tyler Grippo, all-county performer last year. Team that lost in the AA semifinals to Newfield a year ago. Headed away by Bernieri. Here's some speed now, Garden City. Trabolsi, 2-on-1, 3-on-1 opportunity for the Trojans. Trabolsi, kick back. Here's a drive from the top of the 18, sent wide by Luglio. If you're Garden City, you feel like you had to have that one. 3-on-1. They almost slowed themselves down. Tersolino throwing in. The rain has been kept at bay so far in this game. It was raining a little earlier this afternoon, so the field's been wet and slick as a result, but no rain during the contest. You can tell guys are sliding around. Bernieri switches it back to the near side. Caught up to by Franco, who just checked in a moment ago. Franco. This one stays in. No, it does not. Send back to the other side. Luglio, another opportunity at it. Luglio's shot is saved. Corner kick coming up. He's got his hands on his head, but that's just a good save by Levenberg. Can't be too disappointed in that one. All of a sudden, after a first half where this Garden City attack was stymied, the chances have been coming furiously for the Trojans in the second half. Owen Heaney to in-swing on the corner kick. Bernieri looking at it. Headed away by Hauppauge for the moment. And a throw-in for Garden City. Substitution as Maeda coming in for Hauppauge. Will Crowley for the Trojans. Franco's throw-in headed up a couple times by Garden City. That might have been a handball. It looked like JP Trabolsi kind of tapped it. But a goal kick anyway. Cole's got the first touch for Hauppauge, and then out of bounds. Garden City goal coming off a free kick from 22 yards out following a Hauppauge handball. That's the difference right now. That and a couple saves by the field players for Garden City. That's the ball sent too strong out of bounds. Near side. Owen Crowley last to touch there. Crowley's got it back to his feet. He's trying to turn, unable to get some space. We're in the 55th minute. Garden City leading 1-0. They have yet to surrender a goal in this postseason. Hard challenge was to the ball, though. I mean, anytime you got a whistle shortly after somebody thought a whistle should have been called in their favor and the following whistle goes against them. We got a lot of Garden City fans not favoring that call. Restart near midfield. Giving chase is Luglio. Maeda. Griffin. Some dicey moments, but falls on top of it. Well, welcome to late fall. It's not quite 5 o'clock and we're already in nightfall. As the clocks were pushed back last night or early this morning, daylight savings time came to an end. Hauppauge showing some aggressiveness. Bernieri able to clear it out though for Garden City. Eagles attacking now with Grippo. Grippo, a good hard shot. Griffin there. This is Basile. Good footwork. Garden City playing some possessive ball now. Little misplay by Franco. Grippo throwing in for Hauppauge. Griffin waits for this one to come back to him. Rolls it back out quickly for Castoro. And then sent away by Garden City. Tersalino sending that across the way. Contreras was back for Hauppauge. Back heel attempt by Trabolsi, ends up going out of bounds of a Hauppauge player. Owen Whelan returns after the yellow card moments ago. Here's Crowley to throw in. Played for Schmidt. Ball sent way over the top. Boy, and Griffin is out near the football 20-yard line. Here's Coles. Coles taken down. And no call. Wow. Was waiting, thought they might have held it for the advantage. I think Hauppauge's got a legitimate gripe with the play on. Coles services back for Griffin as we reach the midway point of the second half. On the girls' side of the Long Island Championships, they were played earlier today. Massapequa winning their 5th consecutive Long Island Championship, tying the game against Northport with 4 seconds left off a free kick from about 20 yards out. And North Shore winning their first ever Long Island Championship 1-0 over Shoreham Wading River. So Nassau, a sweep from the AA&A on the girls' side. Right now it's Garden City up 1-0 over Hauppauge as we're in the 62nd minute. Garden City with possession, poked through by Whelan. Ball over the top, but they'll run out of room. We'll have a whistle against Garden City. So a chance here for Hauppauge, who surrendered a goal on a restart. Moments into this second, here's Grippo. Service into the box, bending. Griffin gets one hand on top of it to swat it away. Sent back in. Blocked before it could get there. Settled down by Hauppauge, and the player goes down. Play continues. Boy, the Eagles trying to make the case that they're getting beat down. And no fouls called. That would have resulted in a PK if it was called. A little bit of a lackadaisical pass. Coles intercepts it. Antonio Quinn returning for the Eagles. Griffin's there on a cross attempt. Winner of this game gets about a week to recover, and they will play next Saturday, the 11th. Griffin sends it forward. Hauppauge now trying to attack, again trailing 1-0. Grasso. They're going to say a hold on Garden City. So the winner of this game will take on Queensberry next Saturday out of Section 2. Vestal and Sutherland on the other side of that bracket. Here's Tyler Grippo. Bends it to the far post. Griffin punching it again. Ball still loose. Griffin chasing after it. Challenged. Brought down by Grosso. And the foul against Grosso. Anytime it's you and the goalie going for the ball, the goalie is going to get the benefit of the call. Josh Siegel returning. The senior Brett Baller with the ball at his feet. Here's Coles turning, firing, sending it high. Best chance that Hauppauge has had in a while. Garden City trying to create some more offensive pressure. They opened up the second half and had a ton of it. They scored the goal. They had 2 or 3 really good chances in the first 10 minutes or so, but it's been quieted down since. Ball sent in, Senator giving chase. That hit the flag, but off of Senator. Settle down for the moment. Throw-in coming up. Garden City continuing to apply some pressure. As we are now in the 71st minute. Going to stop the clock a moment. I think Garden City was trying to get a substitution on. They're trying to figure out exactly who's doing what. And they're taking too much time, so Kenny Heller Looks like they say to put 10 even on the clock. So we'll see if they do, or if they, oh, yeah, they do. Okay. Met by a very large amount of boos from the Garden City side. I don't know why the boos came once the 10 went on the scoreboard. It was pretty clear that the referee was indicating 10 minutes. Because I believe it was, I think it was 9:55 when he gave the stop the clock signal, and the clock on the scoreboard didn't stop, so they have to reset it. Now Garden City does make that substitution. Here's Crowley giving it to Whelan. Whelan almost stopped on a dime, but Hauppauge able to create a turnover. Back to the near side, Connolly. Connolly might shoot from out here. Connolly does take the shot, but well wide right. There's Brett Baller. Garden City with a run here. Basile trying to bend it in. Levenberg out. Garden City all of a sudden playing with more confidence and more urgency to the ball. Looked like everybody stopped playing there expecting a whistle. Whelan picked it up, said, hey, I'm going to take this thing to the corner and work off some time. And then Whelan just dumps it down. Wow. I guess that grazed a Hauppauge player on the way out. Corner kick for Garden City. The senior Owen Whelan, who scored a goal in that Nassau Championship game against MacArthur. He readies to in-swing. Coles wins it. But it's Heaney who tracks it down for Garden City. Heaney sends it back to the top of the six. Connolly going down. Connolly still has the ball at his feet. Deflected up into the air. Garden City player getting plowed down and no call. Well, that's gone both ways tonight. So it's been consistent for the most part. Kenny Heller said, hey, championship game. I'm going to let you guys duke it out. Garden City rolling out a few more substitutions as Hauppauge readies for a corner kick. Here's Tyler Grippo. Grippo headed out by Garden City. Bicycled back on by Bogashewicz and out of play. Hard-fought win by Grippo. Grippo challenged in the corner by Castoro. A lot of clutching and grabbing going on. Castoro, who'd that go off of? Was it Coles? No, it was Garden City. So a corner kick again for Hauppauge. Grippo's corner, headed up by Coles and out of play. Again, this is a team that fights in Hauppauge. They scored the game-winning goal in the semifinals with 18 seconds left against Kings Park. Closing in on the 5-minute mark. Coles winning this one, turns in midfield, tries to send it forward. Looking forward for Bogashewicz. Bogashewicz able to get there. Here's Grasso now. Grasso again trying to challenge from behind. Heaney managing to stay in, and that was a handball against Garden City. So there have been no lack of opportunities for Hauppauge in the last 4 minutes or so. Grippo will take it, didn't get much of anything behind it. Chip back forward, that's got to be an offsides. And Griffin will calm things down for the Trojans in the 86th minute. 76th minute, pardon me. Ball sent over the top. Here's the speed of Trabulsi. Baller able to deny him entry, though. Now Siegel. Senator will throw in. Garden City leading 1-0 off the goal in the 45th minute from Owen Heaney off a free kick from 22 yards out. If you've looked at the total number of opportunities, Hauppauge would have the distinct advantage over Garden City today. But Griffin has made the saves when he's needed to, and even when he's not been able to, the other members of the back four for Garden City have been able to. Sent into the area, and Garden City didn't have anybody there. Levenberg was the only one. Here's Heaney again, ball going forward. Flag is up. Wow. That was very close. Half Hollow Hills West players warming up on the track adjacent to the field here at Mitchell Athletic Complex. Challenge near midfield. 78th minute. Out of bounds, throw-in coming up for Garden City. And now a substitution, James Basile will come in. And that'll take another 15 seconds or so off the clock. Sean Coles throw this one in. Inside, a minute to go now. Hauppauge keeping pressure on, high ball, and it's kept out of the goal. Cole still sticking with it, and then a save last minute by Scahill. Corner kick coming up, though. That's the third team save today for Garden City. Grippo speeds to the near sideline. He's ready to inject. Grippo sending it to the near side post, headed away. .30 seconds to go. Coles unable to cross. Sent out by Whelan for Garden City, all the way up near midfield. Levenberg sends it back in. Settled down by Grosso. Garden City not giving an inch right now, 10 seconds. Crossed again. Gobbled up by Griffin. He'll hold on, and time will expire. Garden City has played 5 postseason games. They have 5 clean sheets, and they are your 2017 Class A Long Island champions. Well, this one is going to linger for a long time for Hauppauge, with the chances of what could have been 3 team saves for Garden City in balls that got by Griffin, including one in the final minutes. With the ball at the feet of their best offensive player, Sean Coles, and it was John Scahill on the near side post, stepping right into the seam to deny what could have been the game-tying goal. Instead, the 1 goal stands for Garden City. It was Owen Heaney in the 45th minute off a set piece, and Garden City, your Long Island champs.
Watch an epic return as a new football season kicks off for high schools all across the tri-state area. With News 12 Varsity, you can expect the same great coverage of games, top expert analysis, and highlights from all the action. Only on Optimum. Watch on air on channel 614, online at news12varsity.com, or on the go with the News 12 Varsity app.
Garden City winning their first Long Island championship since 1996. Owen Heaney, the game's lone goal scorer, joins us now. And Owen, the goal coming off the set piece from about 22 yards out. Once the handball's called, you're standing over it. What's going through your mind? What are you thinking? What are you trying to do?
At first, I did not think I was going to take that. Our captain, Luke Connolly, figured I'm a lefty and it's a lefty shot. And he knew I had a strong shot, so very gracious of him to give me the ball. And then obviously was able to put it in the right place, gave the team a goal.
Defensively, obviously this has been no surprise for you guys. You've not allowed a goal in the playoffs through 5 games, but those last couple minutes were a little dicey. Hauppauge continued to attack, 3 team saves. Scahill, I think, had 2 of them. What'd you see from him from your side?
He's an incredible player, senior captain, been solid all the whole year. Defense has been incredible. Goalie Joe Griffin, phenomenal as a sophomore. 2 sophomores back there. They've been locked down. No goals so far this playoffs. Credit this to them. That's all.
Yeah, so with that, with no goals allowed, I mean, the pressure that Hauppauge brought throughout the game, there were like brief pockets where you guys seemed to put some pressure on, but it seemed like they controlled a lot of the possession. How were you able to escape that and evade that and eventually come out with the win?
Well, we knew they were going to be a very strong team, beat Amityville, who we knew was very, very good. And we figured they're going to be on top most of the game, play our way when we have the ball, and then just counterattack, defend like madmen, which our defense we knew would be capable of doing. Our goalie stop all the shots. And eventually, when it come down to it, we got the goal, shutout, always ends up in a win.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Garden City winning their first Long Island championship since 1996, and through 5 playoff games, the Trojans have not allowed a single goal as they head upstate. 1-0 your final score, Garden City over Hauppauge. For everybody involved in this broadcast, for our producer Tom Schnars, I'm Matt Shortis saying so long. We'll catch you next time on News 12 Varsity.